So for our flourless chocolate cake, I have 112 grams of butter, which is 8 tablespoons, and I have a cup of chocolate. You can use a double boiler, you can use the microwave, or you can just prep outside where it's gonna melt regardless. Into that, 3 whole eggs are gonna go, and I'm just gonna get it all in here, okay? We have a good amount of sugar. If you can't memorize everything here or guess what's in here, Cityline's website will have the recipe. Half cup of cocoa powder, 3/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon of espresso.
Okay, the only thing that makes a chocolate cake better is adding espresso. I love a little touch of that.
Espresso, Tracy, really helps elevate the chocolate flavor. Salt and espresso are 2 things that work magic when you're working with chocolate. So with all these ingredients in here now, we have no flour. This is a flourless chocolate cake. And when you tell your guests or your partner or your kids, hey, we're making a chocolate cake on the barbecue, they're not going to believe you. And then when you pull it out, they're going to be super impressed. We're also making a ganache for this. It's 1 cup of chocolate chips and a half cup of heavy cream. I'm going to make that on my side burner. So I have my half cup of heavy cream, and I'm just going to pour it over my chocolates. We're going to do that coming up shortly. So this is now done. This is greased. I have a piece of parchment on the bottom. Please note, you don't want to bake this on the barbecue and then you can't get it out. That's not going to be fun. Or you have to serve it in this springform pan. Not the move, okay? So make sure you get every last bit. Boom. And here is our chocolate cake. See, the ganache is quite intense. It's complex. It might take up the entire segment. So to start that, let's do that first. We have 1 cup of chocolate. We have half a cup of hot cream. Okay, pour it on top. Ganache done. Move it over. Let's talk lasagna now, okay? Coming back over here. I want to show you that this is our chocolate cake. It's been on. I just took the thermometer. Thermometer, 200 Fahrenheit. That's what we're looking for, okay? Otherwise, if you don't have a thermometer, stick a skewer or a toothpick. You don't want it to come out clean. You want some crumbs left on it. If it comes out clean, it might be a little bit over, but we like it nice and moist, right? So we want a couple crumbs on it. Near impossible chocolate ganache, okay? So we're going to take this over here. Remember that ganache we started? Chocolate chips? Look what happens now. Don't make a mess. Look what happens now, guys. We're just going to fold this around. That hot cream is melting the chocolate chips, and as I continue to fold this in, it should take about 20 seconds. You're gonna see a ganache appear in front of your eyes as if I was some form of magician. And I tell you, I am not. And you're gonna start to see it get a dark swirl in the middle, and there it is, my workout for the day. Trace, are you seeing this ganache come together?
I am so impressed. I like anything that goes from chocolate to chocolate.
This is, again, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can add a bit of salt. You can add a bit of cognac. You can add brown butter. You can add chili. You can add a lot of different things. Look how fast that ganache was. How am I going to plate this flourless chocolate cake up that we cooked on the barbecue? Now, normally I would pour this over on a wire rack, but I want to plate it up a little bit differently today. And this is one that I made earlier. This is the top half. You can see how now that I've flipped it over, it's now even. So boom, we're going to actually, yeah, we're going to go this way because it's just flatter. I'm going to take out a slice, just like this. Look at how moist that is. Can you see? Do you see? Barbecue action. Look how moist that is on the inside. Lay this down here neatly on your plate. I'm going to remove this spatula, move it over here, and we're going to leave that plate there. Now I'm going to take a nice spoon and I'm going to ladle or spoon over this ganache, and I just want it to coat the top. If it starts to drip, hey, oh my God, Tracy, this looks so exciting. What I love so much about sharing these recipes with you guys is that it's really so easy. There is no smoke and mirrors. This is just simple stuff. You mentioned optional Maldon salt. Maldon salt is a finishing salt. It is a coarse salt. It is much larger. It's not as strong as table salt and or kosher salt. This is what we want to finish with. This one is smoked. So that plays off our whole barbecue theme. A little bit of smoked Maldon salt on top. Not too much because it is salt. And here we have 2 incredible dishes made outside in 100-degree heat, almost as hot as the barbecue. And we have our flourless chocolate cake on the barbecue, smoked Maldon with a beautiful ganache. You see it running off. And we have our cheesy